G'day brothers and sisters, Siege mode is almost upon us. I have been playing Siege mode over on the PTS most days since it came out. I've been probably playing for maybe more than 100 hours in the lead up to its full release, which is going to be on the 26th. At the time of this recording, and when you get this video, it'll be the same day. It is truly a great game mode, and I look forward to sharing this game mode with all of you, especially those of you on console that haven't been able to play it yet. This video is the top 5 things that I really love about this game mode, and I really think that there'll be some of this list that you're going to really love too. But I would love to hear in the comments your thoughts and what you found that you enjoy or love the most. Also, please help me grow this channel. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Let's get stuck into it, brothers and sisters. Hordes. This seems like the obvious one, right? But finally, brothers and sisters, we get to face non-stop hordes. Get to kill as much as we can possibly kill until we finally die. Or, unless it's fixed soon, we time out. You will face so many that probably by wave 25 on hard, you probably could have killed combined more than 4,000 enemies. That's not even including the extremists that you would have had to face. And don't forget, of course, who could forget even? Our favorite, the Terminus. From wave 15, you're going to be facing 3 Terminus. Ooh, how much fun is that? All right. My second favorite thing, and I really love this one, but there's 2 difficulty levels. Now this seems like, oh yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty normal, pretty obvious, Danos. Of course, it's going to be 2 difficulty levels. Well, I don't want to minimize this, because one of the great things about this game is that the fact that you can play a different game for weeks on end, come back to Space Marine, and the ability to be able to just pick up the game again, play and have fun with the core mechanics of the game, and have fun with other friends who also like it, without being bogged down in all the massive changes, without being bogged down with how difficult it can be with different units and all that sort of things. That is actually a really, really important factor for a long-term health of the game, especially a game that will bring out continually new content. So having these 2 difficulty levels while still maintaining a lot of the similarities between them, and the fact that you are still playing a horde mode, is going to make this a very enjoyable game mode for a very long time. So I don't want to minimize that at all, because I think this is a key element for many people. This game is all about fun, and I will push myself to go as far as I can, but I accept that I'm dedicating a lot more time to this game on a very regular basis, whereas there are other people who don't want to spend that much time. They want to play other games, and that is perfectly fine. And I'm glad that the developers recognized this and made it possible for people to return and still have fun regularly in this game mode. So this is a very important feature which I have really come to enjoy and appreciate. I think you guys will too. 3. That is skill development. I always love games where the barrier to enter, like I said before, with 2 difficulty levels is low, or rather the requirement for skill upkeep is low. What that is to say is that games should be easy to just play, but if you really love them, you have the room to grow your skill level at your own pace and in a rewarding and enjoyable way. I believe Siege mode is a really good testing ground for this. And to me personally, as I try to true solo and do runs with my mates that basically push me to the limit, and I get a little bit further each time, I find that rewarding. But not everyone does, and not everyone should find that rewarding. Some people might just find rewarding just playing as a Space Marine with their mates for a couple hours on an evening, on the weekend or something like that. They might just enjoy that, walk away, and don't play that game for weeks or months on end. But I look at it and go, you know what? I should be able to try and push myself to fight 3-5 extremists plus a Terminus all on my own. And if I don't, I'm okay with that. If I can't succeed, I'll try again, and I'll keep trying. but that's what I find enjoyable. It's not what everyone else finds enjoyable. And I like that the developers have given us now a mode where we can easily face all these challenges without the problem of having to do a whole mission over and over again. Yes, this mission, or I guess this game mode, will probably get boring in time for some people, but I feel like this is a great base for them to keep adding to it, and this will be a great place for skill development to increase, because we'll be put under pressures which we aren't always put under in operation mode. Number 4, great teamwork is required. Teamwork is essential, brothers and sisters, if that wasn't already obvious. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you want to push to the higher waves, you are going to need to have a great team. You're going to need to coordinate classes and the weapons that complement each other. That means potentially someone needs to be a melter, someone needs to be a bolter weapon, someone needs to be good at close combat. There's a whole bunch of considerations to have. However, I have seen randoms, even on the public test server, with a team that wasn't even planned at all, just run in and do quite well at hard. It doesn't happen often, but it can happen. But one of the great things that I find is that you don't need this, but if you really want to challenge yourself and see how far you can go with your mates, you got to stop and think about it and go, you know what? If I take this weapon and with this class, and you take that class and you take this, and we take these perks, you know what? We can build ourselves a really strong base and we can push ourselves really far. Let's see how far we can go under this team setup that we're deciding to run with, which I think is really great, because you will have the opportunity to find out what works for you with your mates in that situation and give you guys selves a bit of a challenge to do something there, and to see, you know what, I'll come back next week, we'll have a bit of chance to do this a bit more. We'll come back the week after and you'll see every week or every day or every night, whatever you have the time for, improvement. You will see improvement, and you will start to feel quite rewarded in how you've been able to step up to that challenge. And then you might try different team compositions. I think that's a really good opportunity to figure out how to play this game in a different way and a different level, which will only make you better and actually create great memories. I already have some great memories with other mates that I've been playing this game with, and it is really awesome to come back and think and have a laugh about those situations when we're playing again. So I look forward to seeing you guys create many memories out there on the battlefield as you try to hold off against the huge waves that will be coming at you. All right, coming in at number 5, future of the game. This mode is a solid addition for the game, and it is very fun, as I've already said multiple times. It is a massive component to the future of this game until Space Marine 3 arrives. I would hope and I believe that the developers will add new siege mode maps. They'll add potentially more enemies or different kinds of enemies and new challenges to do on the siege mode. I'm sure they can keep adding a few more things and tweaking things, and we can see some, I guess, dynamic life in this mode until Space Marine 3 comes out. And so I'm hoping that in these new maps, we might even see maps that are tied together with other operations. We might start seeing some things like that, where we're getting some new unique aspects of these different worlds, or we just might go to a whole new world altogether. I think there's a strong potential of future here for them to do this really well, which they can then carry over into Space Marine 3. I am really excited for the future of this mode, and I hope you are too. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts about what your top 5 likes are in the comments below.